Here's a little quick Happy Garden update for you. It's been a few days since I've posted anything. The last thing I posted was about my new arch. So I just thought I would show you our new seedlings that's coming up. First of all, so excited to see that Sunny is making his appearance again in different places. I have one of Sunny's kids here. You remember Sunny last year, my one sunflower that made it? Well, he's populating again this year, and there on the left I have another one that's coming up, and I'm real excited about him as well. In the middle I have daisies planted. I hope they come up. And then on the other end I have a velvet queen. I do have a velvet queen coming up behind the garage. I'm excited about that one as well. Our tomatoes are holding their own. They're doing okay. Our little tropical poinsettia, he's still happy. I've got a little bit of a mess out here too, so if you see a bunch of mess, you'll know I'm still working. My next project is some more beds, but I've got a lot of mulching to do where I put plastic down last year. I'm going to try to cover that with cardboard and some mulch. Little tip, some garden centers and stores will sell you a ripped bag of mulch for $1, because I was looking into maybe buying some bags, and I was blessed with some dollar bags of mulch that had been ripped, so I got some of those. Petunias, real good to have near your plants to draw in pollinators. I've still got some little seedlings here on my table that are doing well. Gonna have to get those put somewhere soon. And there's a green bell pepper that I planted the other day, and I believe that's one of my Cherokee purple tomatoes right there. I do have some okra that is coming up. I was trying to see if I have any in this bed that I can see that's popping up. I don't see any there. A little snapdragon that I added. That's a little cherry tomato still. I do have some marigolds coming up that we planted. A few of those are making its appearance, so happy to see those as well. And let's see what else that we have. Over here we've got this little plant here. I'm working on it. This was one of those unwanted plants that I found actually at Aldi's, and it's got a bunch of beautiful purple velvet petunias in it, but they had it like for $6 and something, and these are usually baskets like this are usually anywhere from $17 to $20. Sometimes you can get a good basket for $12 somewhere at a farmer's market. But if you'll just take these petunias, and I used to just pull the bloom off, but I saw a video yesterday where you just actually pinch the head off behind the bloom so that the flower can actually start putting its energy into making new blooms, because a lot of times I'll peel these off and I wondered why the plant would just die. So I'm still learning, and I picked a lot of the dead off and still have a little to go. As you can see, a little work to do there. But there's the Holy Land tomato back there. Their leaves are curling a little bit. They're getting a little dry, I think, in the heat. We've not had any rain this week. Peppers do really good in dry weather. There's another snapdragon that I planted, and was trying to see what else I might have here in this bed maybe popping up. I do have another little marigold coming up there. I have a cherry tomato coming up here from a seed that I replanted from my abundant cherry tomato that, if you'll remember last year, my Tomito I call him. I got a little new basil plant to go in here. These are some of my bush beans, how big they have gotten in less than 2 weeks. This is a yellow pepper, and here we have, this is some just regular okra seeds that I bought at a store. Just regular okra popping up there, so excited about that. And then we have over here, we have some potatoes coming up in our grow bags, and we have got to get these covered today, because once they start coming up like this, you need to cover them with dirt again and continue covering them until the top of your till the dirt's at the top of your grow bag or bed. And I've got a bunch of potatoes coming up here on the hill. I'll show you in just a second. So these are our bush beans. There's a little bit of those. And the potatoes. Got a big old bed of potatoes there that I need to get up here and get them covered with soil. And my other little bean patch over here. Got bush beans. Here we have some more of our tomatoes. This is behind our garage. This is where we had our squash last year, and we planted something different back here because we had some squash bugs get in there, and we don't want to replant squash here because they might still have some squash bug eggs in the bed, so we don't want to do that. There is another little okra seed coming up. That's just one of my little regular okra seeds that I planted, that I bought probably at the Dollar General or somewhere. We've got another little marigold coming up there. The tomatoes seem to be doing a little bit better back here, I think. I think they're liking it back here a little bit better. I've got another marigold coming up back there. And here I have got one of my Velvet Queen sunflowers coming up right there. I'm excited about that. And we've got more tomatoes. This is a little hedgerows. It's called a happy flower. Got that at a women's retreat, Norris First Baptist Church. Thank you, ladies. Love my flowers. And here's another little marigold coming up. And we have another one of our tomatoes here that is doing well. We have some more sunflowers planted here that we haven't seen come forth yet. And another tomato. And if you'll look real close, if you can see it, there it is. Another little cherry tomato coming up from a seed. He's doing good. So hopefully we'll have plenty of abundant little cherry tomatoes as well. Okay, here's our little arch we've got going. And like I said, we've got a mini petunia here. We have got lots of seeds planted there along the arch trellis. And this morning we planted some purple okra, spineless purple, given to us by some good friends. And so those seeds were free. We got those in the ground this morning. So we've got 4 okra plants on each side now. We have cosmos flowers planted in the middle. We have a yellow squash over here on this side. We have a cucumber over there. Those have not peeked out yet, but we just planted these a few nights ago. We've got some zinnia seeds planted over here on the end. We'll see if those do well. And we have some of our little pinwheels flowers that we got at the Dollar Tree, $1.25. It just helps keep the squirrels out of your flower beds from digging up seeds and birds, and they make it look pretty. So have another snapdragon we planted on each side. We've got zinnias up there in the top, and again we planted 4 more okra plants, purple okra, over here on this side. So we have 8 purple okra plants so far planted. Now my next job is to try to get some cardboard around my tubs and then put mulch around them, so that just keeps weeds and the weed eaters away from the sides of the tubs, and just try to make it look a little neater and keep weeds down. So I have a lot of mulching to do. I probably won't have enough to do all I need to do, but that's our next project. And so hope to see y'all soon. We'll keep giving you updates. Thanks for following our little happy garden.